RAM mantra is an ancient vibration which is older than the universe itself. It is one of the keys to the divine realms, a bridge to the nameless, and a balm to the soul, like an oil or a balm for your soul. As Sant Kabir thus said, let your tongue know no other than Ram. Because in this mantra lies the essence of Nirguna Bhakti, formless Bhakti, surrender, love, devotion, and ultimate liberation. Ram mantra is not merely a sound. It is beyond the Om mantra, which is one of the most famous ones. But Ram mantra goes beyond the universe because Om is the sound of our local Brahmanda universe. But Ram goes beyond our universe. It goes beyond creation. It is one of the supreme names of the divine. So it transcends all forms, all deities, all universes. A very important factor is that it is not the name of Lord Rama, which is the avatar of Vishnu, and Krishna is reincarnation of Lord Rama. So Ram is before Lord Rama was even born, before even Vishnu was born, the Trikuti, Trimurti. Some of the sages who have used the mantra Ram, most famous one is, of course, Kabir, and more recently, Neem Karoli Baba. No other than Ram. However, he associated it with Lord Rama. So he was focused on that aspect of association. However, Kabir removed all forms and he knew the deeper essence of this mantra. But beautifully, Neem Karoli Baba was so devoted and so dedicated to this mantra that when his students, devotees would send him letters with their questions of their spiritual or their life challenges, he would send back a letter, handwritten letter, with the answer, which was Ram, 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 Ram. And he continued for a few pages, just so that they really get what is the answer to their problems. A Bhakti sage, Tulsidas, said that the name of Ram is greater than Brahman itself. It is the essence of all scriptures and refuge of devotees. Anandamayi Ma also used to use RAM Japa, and many other sages know of the benefits of this particular mantra. As Kabir said, chant the name of Ram. Let it dwell in your heart. It will burn away sins and lead you to the eternal. Because the name Ram is like a divine boat that carries you or ferries you across the ocean of samsara, the worldly existence, to the very shores of liberation, the divine abode, Satlok. So Ram is the name of the formless, the mantra of the formless. It is the essence of Sadguru. And it is said that before creation, there was Ram, or it is completely aligned with the divine light and sound stream that birthed all existence, all creation. This mantra is known in certain Hindu yogic traditions, in certain more advanced paths like Kabir Panth and Sikhism, and other spiritual traditions, bhakti traditions incorporate this mantra, but not all of them understand the complete depth. Other traditions may use other mantras like Om Namo Shivaya or Hare Krishna or many other mantras of repetition as japa, or as Sikhs call it, Simran. But Ram mantra is the deepest one. This is why Divine Marga teaches and utilizes this mantra for your benefit. We may say it unites all the paths, like all the rivers flow into the ocean. So one of the key essence at the highest level is to align with the divine light and sound stream, to be cradled in the arms of the infinite. Now let's explore some more concrete benefits. Starting with the spiritual benefits, then we will cover mental, emotional, and physical. Starting with the spiritual benefits, it cleanses negative karma. It helps to purify the mind and overcome spiritual obstacles. It has a cleansing effect. And this mantra can be used in any time, anywhere. You can replace your wandering thoughts with this mantra. At Divine Marga, we have more powerful and specific karma clearing mantras, the soul seed mantra, but that one is much more powerful and specific for karma clearing for the soul and spirit. And it's absolutely unique to each individual, so you receive it at the right time. However, the RAM Japa can be done by everyone and literally any time in various ways. Ram mantra, once it is fully taken into the heart, it guides the devotees towards moksha, liberation from cycle of birth and death. It helps to increase devotion, helps to increase bhakti. It helps to cultivate love. It helps to surrender more to the divine. It brings harmony to the soul because it aligns the soul with the divine light sound stream. It also harmonizes the energy centers, particularly it balances the three nadis, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. It balances those nadis or helps to awaken them for those who haven't awoken them yet. Furthermore, it is like a remedy for duality, because when the nadis are balanced, at the early stages of spirituality, everybody seeks to merge Shiva and Shakti, masculine and feminine, into this union. This is the early bhakti practice. In other words, it is usually achieved in the inner love level of consciousness. RAM Japa, repetition or Simran, when it balances all the nadis, it raises the energy to the crown chakra where the light pours in, and it lifts you beyond the mind. And that's where you can feel that blissful light. Another important aspect, it silences the ego. So it silences the I thought. And at Divine Marga, we are very aware all the mechanisms of the I thought. And when one applies the mantra RAM, it starts to control and reduce and silence the I thought. The I thought is the arising of the identity, separate identity, the ego self, which binds to the illusion. And in its place, it replaces, we may say, over time, the I thought, and it plants the seed of remembrance of the formless divine. Over time, it rewires the mind to the higher truth. In the higher realms, higher planes of existence, the Ram Nam, repetition of Ram, becomes like a protective force which protects you, aligns you with the divine light sound stream, and guides you through the planes of existence, all the way to the great void and towards the divine. So we may say it's a great companion, the balm or the oil, the sacred oil for the soul. At the mental and emotional level, it reduces this rhythmic chanting of the mantra. And Ram is very simple. There's nothing complicated in getting into the rhythm of it. Well, it calms the mind. It reduces anxiety. It clears the mind. Well, it reduces stress in a very simple way. And of course, the repetition of the mantra increases focus and concentration. And it's an essential mental discipline to sharpen your inner attention. Cultivating emotional stability, it's protection from sadness and anger. Well, in essence, it gives emotional resilience towards the higher light, higher vibration. It dispels the negative thoughts and emotions. They start running away. And as we get into the rhythm of japa, as a meditative practice, it lowers the heart rate and induces that state of relaxation. It helps with the breathing, to control the breath. And finally, at the very practical level, when we incorporate japa, repetition of RAM mantra into daily life, it gives a sense of discipline and structure. It's very important to have that spiritual discipline, because as life goes by, it brings up various things, and like the wind and the storm, it can take away our attention. So how do we do this? First of all, we need to find a quiet space or simply turn inwardly, ideally in the mornings or evenings, or any time really throughout the day. But it's good to prepare your heart for this mantra, because it is a bhakti practice. And it can be done in a very devotional way. So we need to use a mala, which has 108 beads. There are, of course, various types of malas. Ideally with rudraksha, so like this, with the most natural beads, but this is other type of wood, which is also good. Most importantly, that it would have 108 beads. And here you can see at the top, it's called the guru bead, or the main bead. So this is the 109 additional one. It is not counted. And 108 is a sacred number. That's why it is counted in the beads. And this would constitute as a one round of repetition. With the mantra RAM, it goes very fast, actually. 108 times, it goes like in a couple of minutes. And how do we count the beads? So starting from the top, we start counting the beads as we repeat the Ram Nam. When we come to the end of 108, to the Guru bead, we don't touch it, we flip it over and we continue onwards. So we don't count it and we don't even touch it. We continue over. Ideally, the beads should be held at the heart level, always with the right hand, with the thumb, or with the third finger. You can find your own way. And we don't use this one because this finger, index finger, represents the mind, the ego. So we don't use it. All right? Now, we can ideally hold it in front of us at the level of the heart. And if you're sitting on the floor, you shouldn't touch the floor with it. So you put your hand. This is how you do it if you don't have a special bag. You can buy a special bag which already will hold it for you, so you don't need your other hand. How do we chant the mantra RAM? We need to breathe slowly and deeply, and with each exhale, we chant RAM. At Divine Marga, we suggest to do it inwardly, silently, but for beginners who need even more discipline, if their minds are wandering too much, you can do it even aloud if you are in your own space. But otherwise, you can do it silently, inwardly, and you allow as you exhale and chant RAM. You let RAM flow from your lips to your heart. It can be your own rhythm. You can do it faster, RAM, 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 RAM. You can do it very slow, RAM, RAM. So you choose your own speed, what works best for you. It is a practice of surrender and devotion and love, or mental clarity and purification. For those who are more experienced, as you chant RAM, you can imagine, you can visualize, you can invite the presence of the masters to connect you with the divine light and sound stream, to surround you and start lifting you up, to carry you beyond thoughts, beyond form, to the higher regions of consciousness. Now, ideally, this would be your daily practice. At first, you might find it a little bit strange or difficult, but as you get into it more and more, you will start to discover all the benefits for yourself.